him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Right down the middle. It's caught. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Well, they wasted no time making sure that their star touched the ball and felt the game early.
And how about the defense? You've been game planning for this guy all week long. You knew they were going to feature him the first play. You give up the play to him. WC's over there scratching his head and saying some words that I can't say on the airway.
Really good-looking run there. This guy reminds me a little bit of an old Texas A&M Aggie great, Leland McElroy. He was so dangerous in space, was so difficult to bring down to the ground. All 11 guys on defense.
He's loose. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt, they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. They took a shot at the end zone, and he almost picked it off. It'll be 3rd down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He got it, and he will score! Touchdown, Texas A&M!
And this offense just made their first statement, the first drive. 4th down. What are we going to do? We're going to be aggressive. Not only that, they get the touchdown. They're rewarded. What a hot start for this offense.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. Those two not on the same page, it's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. Not the biggest return, but he sets them up inside the red zone at the 19.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Texas A&M going quickly.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown. He's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
always one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
Fires to the right. Got his man all by himself. Turning on the Jets. And he's brought down after a huge completion. After ripping off a big chunk of yardage, you figure they're going to go right back after him. 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line.
There he goes! And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
He's got it on the run. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Owens. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
The defense selling out to stop it on 3rd and super short. They don't bring him down, Jesse. Next thing you know, he's in the 2nd level.
You're absolutely right. 3rd and inches like that. If you just get a little crease.
Wide open spaces. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Texas A&M going up tempo.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
To the air, it's Reed. Looking left. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. To the air on first down. Good timing on the quick out. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Randall. Up near the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. He stepped out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. First play of the period will be a second down. They'll send the back in motion. Going to swing it on second down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Tiger. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this, a running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Owens. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. To the air, it's Reed. Pressure coming. He's got an open man. Lots of running room. The 20. Touchdown, Aggie. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And man, what a game-changing type play. The offense throwing the football deep in their own end, and they're probably thinking to themselves, hey, let's just get some more space. Let's try to get a first down and give ourselves room to work with. What an individual effort by the receiver after he had the ball in his hand, taking it all the way, coast to coast on that touchdown.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Ball's in the deep ball. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it first and 10 at the 50. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. Clemson has just been prolific at the receiver position. More scheme or more talent? I'd argue it's both, David.
Yeah, I argue more talent over the years, just dudes on the outside that win. And you know what? I think Clemson, as much as anybody in the country, has always featured those guys. And you want to play one-on-one with those guys, or you want
headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
When you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Going downfield for the big play. Wide open, he makes the catch. There he goes. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before it's finally stopped. Didn't take them long to get into the goal-to-go package. Here they are on first down. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Inside the 40. The 30. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tiger. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And that's the kind of play that can win you the game. You're on defense. It looks like the opponent's just going to run it in for an easy touchdown. But you create the takeaway. You scoop and score. It's a game-changing play. It's a momentum-changing play. And you can see on the sideline right now, they are completely galvanized by that defensive score.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Buys a little extra time. At the 35, he's loose. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job. Nice app.
Oh, out of space. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes
throws toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. Makes a catch, first down and maybe a lot more. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. The Aggies, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quiet. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Aggies!
But the one thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. And this is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Turner will field it and bring it back. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, the ball's on the ground. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Back to throw, it's Reed. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And the extra point is good. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. On the move from inside his spot. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Randall. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. Clemson is quick to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Now on second down. Wants to go up top. Forced out of the pocket. Finds his tight end. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Fires to the big fella. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Fires it. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
This QB and his receiver really have found a nice rhythm early in this game. They've already linked up for a couple scores, so no surprise here before the end of the first half. They're looking for more, but give the defense credit when it's due. Nice job forcing an incompletion.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. The official says no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so they're going to get the football back now. A pretty good field position. There's still a few ticks left on the clock. They've got a chance to steal some points here late in the half.
Going for the big play. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. He'll bring it out. It's Turner. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Starting this third quarter on the ground. Hits that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16.
Here's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
It's a seam wide open! And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Let's send the tight end in motion. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. Here comes Clemson with another first down. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Got a man, it's Randall. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, still a little ground covered to pick up the first. And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to throw again. Caught close to the marker, it's Williams. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He might want another play. To the air on first down. Fires to the middle. Snags it. Touchdown, Clemson. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. This dude is putting on a show, taking up residence in the end zone by the air and by the ground, in keeping with what Clemson looks for in a quarterback.
Man, this is unbelievable. I mean, you've seen so many great guys run through, and Clemson majors in quarterbacks that can throw, can run, and really be dynamic. And this guy is having himself a day.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Owens. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. To the air, it's Reed. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out of their own 37.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play, because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage.
He's going for it all. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making the big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Now adjusting. A strike downfield. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. backfield. It's Moore. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Still on his feet. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone as he's run out of bounds at the 7.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're in 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Makes the grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And he tacks on the extra point. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Owens. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Going deep. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make. And I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrow.
Makes the grab down the left side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Texas A&M going quickly. Looking to throw on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Now from inside the red zone. Moving away from pressure. Fires on the move. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense and seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. Here he comes from inside his own, and he loses the ball deep in his own end. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
Whew, that's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense? Getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
To throw, it's Klubnik. Under fire. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Got his man downfield. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
We always talk about yak, and that was third and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They're dealing with a second and long. Now the play fake. Here comes the heat. The sure hands, it's Hayes. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense bringing in the big boys, heavy personnel. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Past the 40. There he goes to the right. He's at the touchdown, Tiger. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking for a man, it's Reed. Here's the heat. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. And the Aggies are in the hurry-up.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Brings it down on the right side. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we've got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on third and long.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Got it in stride inside the 20. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. calls his own number. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Aggie.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And he made the extra point without problem. Trailing by a touchdown here in the fourth, they'll try to get it back with the onside kick. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Turner. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Here's the handoff. Pushes the pile for a couple of yards down at the 12. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. The give to the tailback. Makes a man miss. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room. He's up to the 17. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand, they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
The option look. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the first down.
How about that 4th down? I'm going for it because I'm ending this game with my offense on the field, getting the first down, and now Palmer just watching it go tick, tick, tick.
Yep. Listen, it's just imposing your will, right? You know you're running it. The opponent knows you're running it there on 4th down. There's just nothing they can do to stop it.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The offense changing the play. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.